Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now. I'm back. Rodrance for the Black and White Network. We're going to talk about CNN, Brian Stelter, and Hunter Biden. That's right. Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care. Yeah. I actually saw something come out yesterday. This is the reason why Hunter Biden touches his penis all the time. Because he's a sick F? I mean, he's cracked up all the time. That could be a good reason. But some place tried to actually explain that away yesterday. Okay, groomer. I mean, there's always some BS excuse for lewd and crude and gross behavior these days. Have you noticed that? That's part of normalizing shit that ain't got no business ever being normalized. Yeah, he's just a sick F that won't leave his freaking wiener alone, okay? Oh, God, what is wrong with that dude? Besides crack. So let's take a look at this. Look, I don't know if this is part of the David Zavlev coming into Warner Media. He's a CEO, and there's been all kinds of rumors that CNN hosts have literally been told, look, you're going to have to be more in the middle, okay? You're going to have to be more in the middle. Don Lemon kind of lost his shit on air like 3 weeks ago when he was saying, I don't think with these Republicans you can truly report like that. And I know some people here want us to, but these Republicans are dangerous, and I don't think we can do that. So, you know, pansy-ass Don Lemon is having a meltdown over his new marching orders, I guess. So, here we go. CNN, Brian Stelter, finally having to recognize Hunter Biden is a major issue for Joe Biden. Look, it's a national security issue, okay? I mean, do you notice we called off military drills and shit for China? Did you notice that? I mean, look, I'm only speculating, but my guess is everybody's compromised. If I had to wager, and it would be Crackhead McGee there, that's the reason that everybody's compromised. Let's get to this. Conservative brief. CNN host Brian Stelter says Hunter Biden issue could stop Joe Biden from 2024 campaign. Well, dementia should have stopped the first running, but here we are. Wow. President Joe Biden may not be able to campaign to be president again in 2024, and CNN host Brian Stelter said he knows why. How about he's failing America at an epic level? That's a big reason why, but yeah, Hunter's another reason. The host spoke to former press secretary for First Lady Jill Biden, Michael LaRosa, on Sunday, around 2 weeks after he left his job, about the president's issues. Quote, I hope he runs. I know he's going to run. He's planning to run. There's no way he can run. The former press secretary said, as he dismissed Democrats who want someone else to campaign for the presidency. One of the issues here is the Democrats have no bench. Their bullpen is empty, all right? It is empty. What about his son, the host said? What about Hunter? Hunter's under federal investigation. Charges could be coming at any time. This is not just a right-wing media story. Well, wait a minute now. You sons of bitches have avoided it like the plague and have blamed right-wing media for being obsessed with this. This is a real problem for the Bidens. Could he decide not to run for re-election given his son? Look, you would have thought that advisors prior to him running would have said, look, Joe, your son is compromised and you can't run to be president. It's not on the table, okay? Your son's a national security threat. Now, they didn't do that. Let's just listen to this.
What about Hunter? Hunter under federal investigation. Charges could be coming at any time. This is not just a right-wing media story. This is a real problem for the Bidens. Could he decide not to run for re-election, given his son?
Look, they make decisions as a family, and they will make that decision when it's time. But
okay, so I'm just going to ask, is that guy a little light in the loafers? I don't know. Quote, they make decisions as a family. They will make that decision when it's time, LaRosa said. Quote, do you think they've talked about it yet? Stelter added, no. The president is doing his job and he's doing his work. He's not focused on that. It's 19 months. Why would he do that? Another reporter said something similar last month. Amid low ratings spurred by rampant inflation that has driven up the price of nearly everything Americans buy and need for everyday life, Joe Biden's political fortunes will now rest on the status of legal issues facing his son, Hunter Biden, according to Puck News reporter Tara Pulmonary. Appearing on the outlet's The Powers That Be podcast, Pulmonary was asked about the odds Joe Biden will run again, which she put at 50-50, adding that he will wait for as long as possible to officially announce. Quote, if the Democrats lose the Senate and the House, that'll be really bad, Pulmonary said on Friday's podcast. And I could see that there could be a lot of pressure on Biden to announce he's not going to run. It's just going to be a dark time between November, January, and February, like real dark. Like it's not a dark time for Americans right now, for crying out loud, with this joke in office. Plus, you're going to have all these investigations in the Hunter Biden. There's, reports that the Justice Department is looking at indicting him. It's just going to be a dark time. It's not going to be good for his family, according to a report from Fox News. Wow. Well, you know what? Let's just be real. Number one, shame on Jill Biden, for letting her husband run anyway. We don't know what kind of doctor she is, so I use that term loosely, doctor. Why did she let him run? Between Hunter Biden and his lack of mental acuity and his lack of sharpness, they should have known. I mean, we're not even in 2 years. How are we not in 2 years? We're not even in 2 years. I mean, and Democrats are polling at outrageous levels that they do not want this man back. His own party doesn't want him to run, and they've got nobody. Imagine Gavin Newsom is your number one pick, a guy that has single-handedly torched California, okay? Just set afire California, causing the biggest mass exodus the state has ever seen. Ruining businesses, crime is rampant, the whole gamut, right? He's run the gamut, they call it. And then you've got Hunter, I mean, and now they're questioning the FBI because it's starting to look like they, in theory, and I always have to use these damn terms like in theory on YouTube, it looks like the FBI covered for Hunter. Like they just wanted to turn a blind eye to all this. Like all of this wasn't eventually going to blow up and come completely out. And that's where we are. All right? And I think we're already seeing the fallout from that with this deal involving China. Pelosi going to Taiwan and all of that. And we're the ones canceling military drills. He's compromised. Why is he compromised? Because of this walking, talking, two-legged crackhead that he spawned. That's an utter nightmare. Guys, if you haven't seen Who is Hunter Biden, that whole two-part thing on Fox Nation, you need to go watch it. It is like, holy shit, Joe. How could you possibly have run for office knowing that this happened in between the time you got done with Barry and you running? How did you know this wasn't a national security issue? Your penis playing boy there. Wow. Unbelievable. And Brian Stelter, you know how horrified he's got to be. Ooh, are you telling me I can't bring up Hunter Biden on CNN? I can't do that. We don't do that. That's what the right-wing lunatics do. I mean, look, you know he did one. But I don't want to bring that up. I don't want to bring that up. That's going to hurt Joe. Yeah, it is. It is. What's the deal with CNN? Have they finally said, look, our ratings are putrid, okay? Y'all are going to have to start addressing things that I know you have been bobbing and weaving around and trying to ignore, even though the problem is the shit is just coming out. People are consuming so many different mainstream media sources now that the mainstream media is starting to be forced into talking about things because people aren't reading their website and people aren't consuming their television shows. Plain and simple. We know that. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. Hunter compromised Joey. Yeah, I think we believe that. I think we can see that. Hunter has some kind of a body issue, and that's why he plays with his junk. Brian Stelter forced to actually utter the words, Hunter Biden's laptop. Ah! Peace. I'm out. Till next time.